welcome back to Disrespect Disc Golf. We have a very, very windy day today. I'm at Ronnie Van Zant's Memorial. It's a disc golf course over in Green Cove Springs, Florida. And if you saw my poll that I recently put up, this is gonna be the video for that. And today is a really, really fun challenge. It's gonna be a lot more interesting because it's really windy. But I asked the question on my poll, which is better? A stable distance driver and a flippy approach disc, or a stable approach disc and a flippy distance driver? Let's find out. So for my stable driver and flippy approach disc, I've got the Enforcer from Dynamic Disc, and my flippy approach disc is the Deputy. It's a soft plastic, very beat in. This is like one of the most stable discs I own, and this is probably the most flippy approach type disc putter that I own. So that's that combination. Now for the flippy driver in stable approach, flippy driver, I've got the Goliath Ambush. This is the flippiest distance driver I own. And this wind, it'll be good for a tailwind, but for a headwind, it's gonna be absolutely unusable. For the stable approach, I've got the Slammer. So it just worked out that 3 out of 4 of these discs are dynamic discs, and then Goliath being the other one. But they're just honest picks of, you know, the stabilities of these. So that's just what I have. So we're gonna do a 18-hole challenge face-off between these. So comment below which one you think is gonna win. It's very windy, so which pair is better? The stable driver with the flippy approach, or the flippy driver with the stable approach? I'm gonna throw these on every hole for 18 holes and see who wins. The rule is gonna be I have to throw the driver off the tee, and then after that I could throw either one of these. I'm obviously gonna be putting with a slower disc, but for all my tee shots I will be throwing the driver. So let's get off to hole 1 and compare these. All right, I'm gonna go with the very stable driver first. That's basically parked. Now let's see how a super flippy driver handles that. I think I'm just gonna do a forehand as well, a lot of hyzer. All right, pretty good. Circle's edge. All right, stable approach for the putt, tailwind. Got it. All right, I thought we were gonna be tied. I lied. It's birdie for both groupings, so 1 down each pair. That was pretty clutch putt. So absolute park job with this one. Full tap in. Off to hole 2, and we're all tied up. All right, time for the stable driver, the Enforcer. Kind of like a head crosswind, left to right. See what she does. That's great because I can throw that as hard as I want to, even if it's a headwind, and it's gonna be the beefiest disc ever. Here's where it gets really interesting. Throwing the Ambush, kind of a headwind. I'm gonna have to maybe slow down and put a lot of hyzer on it. I gotta really back off on the arm speed here. All right, it kind of cut rolled most of the time, and then it actually hit the fence on the right side, stayed in bounds barely, so that was pretty clutch. And this hole here, hole 2, is actually in the par 4 position, so definitely an opportunity to get birdie on this one. All right, stable driver, flippy approach. Time to actually use this one. Basket is way down there, maybe about 200 feet or so. Gonna throw this. I got a little too flippy for me. Turned out to the right side. It's gonna be a hard putt. All right, for this shot, for the Flippy driver and stable approach, just wanna do a little hyzer. All right, that's okay. I need like some sort of like nickname for these discs to like distinguish which grouping they are, because you've got the stable driver Flippy approach and then Flippy driver stable approach. So it's kind of hard to keep track, but just know that it's yellow and red and then blue and white. So yeah, we'll call it fire and ice. How about fire and ice? We'll do that. That works out. Sorry about the noise. This is like the only hole that's by the road. After this will be quiet. Tricky putt. I chained out. I literally putted it through the bushes. Chained out. Oh my gosh, that was such a good putt though. Dang. This one flipped way too much. Good little roll back there. All right, ice is gonna have the box next time. I think that was 4 shots for ice and then 5 shots for fire. So bogey for fire. Fire's I think 1 over now, or no, fire's even and ice is 1 under. So I'm trying to keep track of the score while I'm going. It's a lot, but I'll put the scores on the screen. Hole 3. All right, the ice discs have the box. Kind of like a headwind again. 382 to the basket up there. I'm gonna go up this left side here, hyzer, and hopefully it turns into a roller. Okay, not the best roller, way too flippy, but hey, that's what you get with that type of driver. Much better there. Okay, ice is a lot farther out. Long throw to get to the basket. All right, the tailwind pushed the slammer behind the basket. That was so good. All right, now my rules were to only throw drivers off the tee. After that I can do whatever. So I'm gonna go with the enforcer again just because of the wind. See if I can get close to the basket. Hopefully the camera doesn't blow over. Pretty good result. All right, the fire disc really need to get a par here, seeing that ice is parked for par. Got it. All right, ice is still up by 1 stroke. All right, hole 4, about 280 feet. Ice has the box, so got a tailwind, put this on a little bit of hyzer and cruise it up to the basket. All right, that's a close putt. All right, now for the fire grouping enforcer. I'm gonna go backhand. Okay, even though the ice discs are currently ahead by a stroke, the fire seems a little bit more controllable because I can power up on that stable driver as much as I want to, throw it forehand or backhand, and then with putting I feel a lot more comfortable with more of a flippy approach type putter disc. But then with the flippy driver it's a lot harder to control, especially because it's just so finicky with the wind and with, is it going to be a turnover, is it going to be a roller, is it going to cut roll? But the slammer is a good approach disc. Like, you want your approach disc to be you know, stable. So I don't know, so far I'm kind of torn. I currently have a couple of votes in with all you guys saying I think the Flippy driver and the stable approach. So all you guys are voting ice so far, but we'll see as the round goes on if there's any separation.
All right, ice got the bogey. We're all tied up at even par. Okay, fire has the box now. Basket is straight ahead past those palmettos, long par 3. Here we go, stable driver. Look at those late skips. That's a stable driver for sure. All right, we got a headwind. Time for the ice. It's gonna be a roller. Here we go. Much better distance with that one. I'll also say that when you use a flippier driver, you can get way more distance, whether it's a hyzer flip shot or whether it's a roller like that. It's a lot harder to get distance from a stable driver, whether it's forehand or backhand. The stability is just not going to allow for as full of a flight or roll, honestly. Okay, basket's right there. Just got to make some magic happen with the Flippy approach disc. Oh no. I put that on hyzer and that's what I get. Still so flippy. Meanwhile, the ice discs have a birdie look. And they get the birdie. Ice is better so far. All right, now I got to save par with the Flippy putter. It's gonna be a bogey. All right, that's a 2-stroke swing to the understable driver and stable approach. All right, for this hole, the basket is past the palms again, up and to the right a little bit. So it's good for a roller shot that finishes to the right. So ice has the box. Here we go. Not the best result there. All right, fire disc, I'm gonna go forehand here. Same tree, same result. All right, we've got an elevated basket for these long circle 3 putts. See what I can do. That was pretty good effort there. Give this one a little half run. Same result. All right, 2 pars there. All right, hole 7's about 300 feet. Can't find the basket right now, but it's usually up and to the right, past all the palmettos. So ice has the box. I believe ice is 1 under, fire's 1 over. So here we go. All right, good flight, good result. Nice little hyzer flip turn. I'm gonna forehand the fire. Oh, tree. I'm gonna have to use the driver again here. That's fine. All right, birdie chance for the ice. It's gonna be a par, and the fire has a circle's edge putt for the par. All right, gotta connect here. Another chain out. All right, bogey for the fire. Now it is a 3-stroke separation. Ice is at 1 under still.
and fire is at 2 over. So fire's got to get some birdies. This next hole is definitely a better chance for the fire to get a birdie than the ice. So we'll see how it plays out. All right, hole 8 is 262, right under the big tree up there. I'm gonna have to throw the ice first, flippy driver, and kind of half speed throw, see if I can do it. Oh no. See, that's a chance for the fire to take a stroke now. Here we go, backhand little skipper. Yeah, that's parked. It's gonna be a guaranteed birdie for the fire. Looks like I need to take a little forehand stab at this one. All right, fire's within 2 now off the hole 9. All right, the only problem, like I said before, with the fire disc, the very stable driver, it's just so stable, it's hard to get a lot of distance. So it's good for shorter shots like that, 260 flare skip. This one's 330. See if I can push it there, it's gonna be a lot harder. All right, here we go with the ambush now for the ice team. All right, that's back on hole 7. So I think if you're 2 holes away, that's not the best shot. For now, like and subscribe, and off to my approaches. Okay, basket's straight ahead. This is where I would normally need a stable approach to go around. Now I gotta get tricky with a little floaty hyzer with an understable disc. Not ideal, but let's see if I can do it. Hit a tree and we're parked, so executed that one well. You want a stable approach disc there just so you can trust it more. That's a lot touchier and requires more skill, so not ideal for beginners because it's way harder to execute. But if you have the skill, you can execute it. It's just way tougher. All right, I have to get up and down here. Elevated basket. If I don't get up and down, then fire's gonna take another stroke. So here we go. That's a manageable putt. I should be able to make that.